cold. So like we're fluctuating between 0, -1, 1, 2 degrees for
But
the
I
next
was trying to
week.
explain the weather, the South African winters to those in Europe.
Yep.
It's quite hard because they see, it's Africa, it's hot all the time. And I said, yeah, well, Joburg's very different to Durban. Whereas Durban, we used to maybe wear a jumper, a jersey, like 3 days a year.
Mm-hmm.
In the peak of winter, we might put a jumper on. In Joburg, it's completely different. And I remember going to school every morning, it was frost on the ground. And, by lunchtime, you've stripped 3 layers off. And then by 3 in the afternoon, you're starting to put layers back on again. But that wind is heavy, with the cold and the wind with it. It is, on a comparison with the UK, well, the southern part of UK.
Yep.
And people can't get their heads around that.
The wind chill factor is pretty bad, especially if you're chilling, working, or like doing stuff outside.
Yeah.
Right, boys.
Well, I was going to talk about the lazy wind.
Okay, well,
the lazy wind is in that winter. The wind is it's so lazy it won't go around you; it goes through you.
Yeah.
Right, boys, we're live.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Good
We're
day,
live
sir.
and kicking, baby. All that weather talk is making me ready for bed, man. Netflix and chill.
But you've
on
only
my
just
own.
got out of bed.
You just got out of bed, didn't you?
No, dude. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, so don't...
Yeah, that is hectic. What forced you to get up at 6 o'clock this morning today?
My daughter was writing an exam at...
Yeah?
She needed to be at school at 7:15 this morning.
Okay. That's hectic, man.
On a Saturday.
On
What's
a
going
Saturday.
on?
Can you believe it?
Can you Adam and Eve it?
No, I can't Adam and Eve it, no.
Adam and Eve it.
No, I'm
There's
not
you
going to
go,
try
a bit
and
of
say
London
that.
Cockney. Can you Adam and Eve it? Can you believe it?
Oleg, is your wife using the leaf blower again?
No. That's my helper.
That's your helper.
But
Oleg's little helper.
he is using a leaf blower.
He is using a leaf blower. Not too shabby, Nige.
Okay, let me
Right.
just mute my mic for a second while he's around.
Thank you, SpongeBob.
Did we have intro music?
We did. You wanted it again?
We did.
That feels better.
Woo! Holy shit, it must be Saturday again.
It's
Weekend.
another week older.
Yeah, Weekend Craic. Here we
Another
are.
week closer to Christmas.
Oh, yes. Bring it on. I don't know about you guys, but my week is Monday, Friday, Monday. And everything in between is a freaking blur.
No, there's
Yeah,
like
that's
a
true, man.
4-hour gap between the Monday to Friday for me. It feels like 4 hours.
4
Where I
hours,
just
yeah.
quickly go to the shops and do whatever I need to do to set myself up for the next Monday to Friday.
Yeah. That's interesting. So, I mean, if we're doing a rating for the week, what are we at?
Well, I've decided the week was a 4, but I'm going to go with today is a new day. Forget what's happened this week. Today the sun is shining.
And
And I'm leaving the house, so I'm going to put it up there with a 7 today. 7.5.
I
Wow.
thought we weren't doing 0.5s, but it's fun. We'll give it to you. We'll give it to you.
All right, call it an 8. I don't care.
Yeah,
It's
call
fine.
it an 8. It's fine. Round it up.
Wow.
Round it up. Yeah. My high school maths
Drew,
kicking in there.
On your side?
Dude, I'm a solid 6. And
You're solid 6.
And that is being very, very optimistic and very positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was a 5.5, which got upgraded
Yeah.
to a 6 just because we're rounding things up today. Yeah. No, listen, dude. I don't know what the deal is, but Life just seems to be like full on at the moment. It's like full on.
I get that sense out there because everything's now opening up in some way or form, and every week is something different in the UK. But everybody is now trying to almost rush back to normal. If you can get your haircut, suddenly there's weeks wait for a haircut. Gyms are opening soon. All these other little things are opening, and everyone just seems to be rushing around trying to get back to what they used to do.
Yeah.
And you can't because it's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because stuff is open, it's no longer, we're in lockdown and it's just how it is.
Yeah.
It's, people have to get used to it.
So did you happen to go past any pubs on your daily walk with your dog?
Yeah.
Come and be honest now.
My dog did take me past the pub, but I didn't go in.
Okay, but I mean,
the queue was too long. There's a queue
really?
outside. It's
No way.
outside at
No
10:30 in the morning.
No way. There's a queue. There's a queue at the pub.
Yeah.
Oh, that's epic.
Because they can only allow so many people in, so you have to queue.
So
Because
like,
they take all your details, right?
Oh yeah.
Because they need to be able to do tracing if there is an outbreak. So they have to take all your details. They have separation within the pub. And if it rains, which is what happened last weekend, you can't use the pub's garden. So you have a lot more people inside. So therefore they can't let anyone in, and therefore the queue outside gets longer.
Must be nice.
Queuing in the rain to go to the pub just because you can, that takes commitment.
Yeah.
My dog and I don't have that level of commitment.
Or desperation. Oh no, that's crazy, man. Yeah. So, I mean, while you guys are locking down, I mean, opening up, I see there in Melbourne they're locking down again. Hey? Another 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Is it 6 weeks? I heard it was like 3 weeks. 3 weeks solid lockdown.
I think they said 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Wow.
6 weeks,
Wow. Yeah.
But I mean, you can still go to work and you can still go to the shops and that kind of thing. But like, just for instance, like now all of a sudden the restaurants, you can't do sit down anymore. It's
takeaway.
Yeah, takeaway and that kind of stuff. Yeah, drive through. Yeah.
How's this for odd, right? So I have two offices, one in Frankfurt and one in London.
And your house. Don't forget your house.
And your house, yeah.
I don't want to call it an office.
Okay, anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Hey, man, I wasn't 8. You talk like that, it's going to go down.
Don't forget.
I've got an office in London and Frankfurt, okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, Frankfurt being a different country.
Yeah. Really?
In a different country. So I from my house to the London office is about an hour.
Okay.
Commute. To Frankfurt, it's door to door, like 6 hours.
Okay.
My office in Frankfurt's opening up.
Oh.
So I can go to work in Frankfurt, but I can't go to my office in London.
That's crazy.
How's this work? There's something, it's all good ideas, but they're not aligning.
Yeah, exactly. No, definitely.
The restrictions are all over the place.
Yeah. Sure.
But I think everyone, like in Europe as well, is like they're on a different level in terms of the infection rates, the curve, and all the rest of the stuff. So I think Germany managed to get a handle on stuff. So they're busy trying to open up. But I think they're going to take a measured approach. You know, they're going to do it slowly and carefully and monitor the situation and fine tune stuff.
I mean, the restrictions have been in Germany have been degraded for some time. There was a little outbreak right near my office in Frankfurt. Baptist church there.
A Baptist church.
Skewed the numbers considerably. There was like 100 people in a weekend.
Yeah.
that got tested positive. But they've been open for weeks. But as an organization, we've not just opened our offices straight away. We've taken a very cautious approach and we're gradually opening it. It's not a full opening, but effectively I could go in. Yeah, I could still go to my office in Frankfurt and do a day's work, but I can't do that in London.
Could you travel to Frankfurt?
Yeah, I have to go through London airports and use public transport, London public transport, all the areas that you're probably likely to encounter, moving viruses.
Yeah. There's a couple of places that you'd like to avoid right now, and that's hospitals, airports, public transport systems.
Pubs.
Well, pubs, yeah. Because judging by, I walked past the pub 2 nights ago, and I was going to pop around to drop off something at a friend's house. But looking at the state of the people coming out of the pub late at night, they obviously went in there, they did the social distancing. After 6-10 pints, they start getting closer together. The rules are forgotten. And when they were leaving, they were holding, hanging on to each other, supporting each other as they stumbled down the road back home.
Yeah.
Bulletproof, because they've had 6 pints of Stella.
Yeah.
So, and I suppose the other place that you want to avoid is in Japan, I would imagine, theme parks.
So, yeah. I mean, it's just everywhere in the world, all these little businesses that rely on people, they're trying to reopen, right? To kind of come back from the pandemic, get the economy going, get their business going, get people back into employment. It's all valid, but some places are harder than others. And yeah, there's this theme park owner in Japan who says, we're allowed to open, but using the restrictions, and we're very scared of viruses being spread on our roller coasters. So face coverings are mandatory, and also you're not allowed to scream on the roller coaster. No screaming. It has to be done in an orderly manner. And they did a little video, which is typical Japan. They always have clear instruction guides. So they did this video with clearly the manager or the owner of the theme park and his sidekick operations
with
guy.
His bow tie. Did you see with his bow tie?
Yes. So he's wearing the uniform of the park, fine.
Yes.
And the other guy's got a suit and tie on. Who wears a suit and tie on a roller coaster? I do not know.
In Japan, they're most likely to, dude.
So no. It's not that bad. but yeah, so they just did this demonstration on how not to scream on a roller coaster. And it's all very hold on, proper. Keep your face covering, and when the wind blows it off because of the G-forces, you can take one hand off and put your mask back on and fix your hair, but do not scream. And they didn't all the way around. They just looked like this is such a poor advert for come to our theme park, have fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was a bit of a damn squibber. Yeah, no, I watched that video too, and I was first of all, I mean, the couple of things that I noticed was that how prim and proper they were. They didn't even engage with one another. Like when you're going in a theme park, you're like, looking around, checking out the scenery, whatever. None of that. It's like this. Yeah. And then
hands.
Yeah, it's a hands. And then every time he goes around the corner, he's like, put his mask back on. Yeah, no, crazy.
I noticed the other guy, the guy that didn't move, his mask stood in place. But if you look at it at the start, it's a round sort of mask.
Yes.
And as he starts going through the Jeep, you can see he must be going.
He's like hyperventilating.
Because the sides of the mask keep sucking in.
Yes, I saw that. Oh, it's crazy. But I saw in the article there, the guy said you mustn't scream out loud, you must scream in your heart. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
I do that most mornings when I see my hair in the mirror.
Yeah, well, I don't have
it's
hair,
still
so
there.
that's not a problem, man. Yeah, no, it's
Scream
crazy.
in your heart where no one will hear you.
Well, I mean, the whole idea of a theme park is you're supposed to go there and enjoy it and have fun and all that kind of stuff. And I suppose this whole adrenaline rush, makes you giggle about things just because I suppose that's what some people do when they get, when they're nervous and whatever. But they're saying that, to help those people not scream when they're on the roller coaster, they're encouraging them to put on their most serious face to prevent them from screaming while they're on the roller coaster. Well, I don't know how successful that's going to be. But I mean, the thing is, if you're wearing a mask and you're screaming, what's the difference? Or am I missing it?
Yeah, and if you're gonna blow chunks, you do it in your mask, so it's actually quite fine.
Yeah, that's it. If you're gonna blow chunks, so yeah. So, Oleg, you didn't order anything for breakfast this morning?
Not this morning.
Oh,
Not this morning, no. I woke up too late. I was contemplating whether to get out of bed for way too long.
yeah. I suppose like with this kind of weather, I'm surprised you're not doing the weekend crack from your bedroom, man. From your bed.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking about that, but then like my tripod, I couldn't I couldn't get the tripod into the good position, so I decided to get out. But what I did, and this is really good foresight on my behalf. I woke up this morning and I warmed up the room because it was ice cold.
Oh,
I switched on the heater and I waited for an hour before getting into that room.
yeah. Well done. Well done. Yeah.
How's your heater doing? Like
Which one?
your coal
My
coal
anthracite heater.
fireplace
My
is
anthracite
amazing.
heater.
It's like
Yeah, it's going well. I mean, I haven't got it blazing hot, so I've just got it so that it just takes the chill out of the lounge, which is cool because
yeah,
then it's not too. It's just nice that when you walk through the house that it's not ice cold.
yeah,
Yeah, but
You've
it's
got a
working well. But
coal
I mean, it's
fireplace?
hey,
yeah.
What is this, 1928?
yeah. Listen, this house was built in 1940, dude. It's got an anthracite heater. It works well.
Anthracite.
Yeah,
But that
the
thing
only
works like a
problem is-
bomber. Like it works really well.
If it's in the middle of the house, that's good.
No, it's
Should
in the lounge.
heat up the walls.
It's
Oh.
like, but it does warm the house up. You'd be quite surprised how it takes the chill out because I let it go out the other day. In fact, the next morning I woke up and it was like, holy shit! I think I better start that thing again. Yeah, so it's definitely so now I'm just keeping it ticking over. So I just stoke it every now and again, chuck in some coal, take out some of the ash. It's working like a bomb, man. But in the podcast studio, I've got the good old electric oil heater, which is probably gonna come
Dries
back to
the
bite
air
me.
out, so you're going to lose your voice halfway through.
Oh yeah, yeah, that probably. But yeah, I think my electricity bill is gonna be a bit of a problem at the end of the month. Shrink.
Yeah. By the way, on that note, have you been load shedded yesterday?
No.
I'm just talking to Andrew, not Lester. I know you guys haven't experienced that for a while, but I think for us the load shedding is back. So yesterday we were shedded
Load
from
shat.
about
You load shat.
shattered
Shit.
shattered from about 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock.
What, last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It looks like I'm scheduled for 4:30 until 8:30 tonight. I didn't
Yeah.
How did
get
they-
affected last
As a
night.
matter of interest, how do they tell you when they're doing load shedding?
There's an app, of course.
There's an app.
There's an app.
Okay. So otherwise,
mean-
you could be halfway through dinner and not know, and that's it. Bish, gone.
Listen, dude,
Fish gone. Yeah.
dude, it's happened plenty of times where they say that you're not going to be load shat, and you are load shat. And there's lots of times when they say you're going to be load shat, and you're not.
And then you're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
this
an
is-
exact. It's not an exact thing. It's
science,
more
yeah.
like an approximate guess.
So
Yeah.
this is still happening. I thought the days of load shedding were gone. I thought they'd
Nah.
fixed all these power resource issues.
No,
clearly
no, we're pretty
The
far
biggest
away
problem
from
is
that. We're pretty
it's
far away from a
maintenance.
stable grid.
It's maintenance that's the issue. They're not maintaining the stuff, and then all of a sudden stuff goes down at the wrong time, like when there's a cold front. I don't know how
Cold
that always
front, yeah.
happens. And then all of a
Well,
sudden,
I take it everyone puts the electric heaters on, then yeah, there's going to be a draw. There's always
fair
more power
enough.
draw in winter.
yeah, but don't forget, dude, we're in the middle of COVID, right? Manufacturing in South Africa is down by 50%. So big
it's hectic.
industries are not drawing the normal electricity that they would anyway. So
We're not necessarily heating a whole bunch of offices. We're not heating,
but
the
you
manufacturing.
can imagine any
That's a
sort of
good point.
manufacturing business with their machinery and all that kind of stuff. I mean, they must draw quite a lot of electricity.
Yep.
Anyway,
So there's no end in sight.
Well, well, I.
There's a light in the end of the tunnel.
When last
but it might be a
load
train.
shed?
Yeah.
When last we load shed? It was probably about 2-3 months ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like planned load shed.
It was before
Lockdown.
before the lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it hasn't been for a while, but they reckon we're going to have this problem for the next couple of years, on and off.
So there is a plan to fix the infrastructure so you don't have this problem.
Well, I don't know if there's a plan, dude. I mean, that's.
I think there's always a plan. It might not relate to fixing infrastructure. It might relate to other stuff.
I mean, is South Africa still selling power to its neighbors?
Yeah. It was supplying 17 different countries with electricity.
And so that's
they come
a
first,
massive
right?
source of revenue that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, dude.
The other question is whether the other countries are paying us for supplying electricity. That's
a good question.
Okay.
But I mean,
wasn't
there a stage that we were buying power from Botswana?
no, we can't be
to
buying.
resell to Botswana?
No, I'm sure we were. Or it was some other country that we were borrowing, that we were buying electricity from.
I think we're buying electricity from KRAK. That's a hydroelectric project in Mozambique. But it's a hydroelectric dam that's supposed to pump out about 2,000 megawatts of power. But because of maintenance issues, and they need about 10 billion to actually rebuild some parts of the dam, the amount of electricity they're supplying to us basically is reducing year to year.
And it doesn't help if there's a drought on or anything like
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't help. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But Mozambique has had a pretty good wet season, so that's not a problem. I think the big issue is that there's huge issues in infrastructure, and in order to address them, you need to pump out some mega money.
Well, that
So it
sucks.
says here that back in 2018, that South Africa was buying power from Botswana.
Okay.
It says here, Botswana, this is the title, Botswana exporting power, SA among buyers. Botswana is exporting power for the first time in 10 years, and South Africa is buying it. Namibia and South Africa have been the buyers thus far through their platform, yeah. So there's an interesting fact.
No, that's cool. That's cool. That's possible. I don't think we're buying a lot of power from them.
No.
I think we're getting, yeah.
Does South Africa have any hydroelectric schemes other than dams? Do they have anything out at sea?
No, we have pump storage. Yeah, but we don't have any big. The biggest hydroelectric project is KRAK in Mozambique. It just crossed the border.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why are you sending screenshots, Lester?
I was trying to change the view.
You're trying to change the view. Well, I think the best screenshots were yours last week.
If you say so.
The deer in the headlights. The deer in the headlights. So, I don't know if you saw the story about TikTok and the US threatening to ban it.
Is that getting real now?
Well, I mean, they've been talking about it.
Okay.
You know, because they're concerned that the Chinese are spying on them.
Okay.
So, you know what I love about this is that the Americans think that it's okay, that they can spy on everybody. But the moment that someone is spying on them, it's not allowed.
Look, I think the reality of big superpowers is everyone's spying on everyone else. It's just
Exactly.
a never-ending
just
thing.
Exactly.
And
accept it.
And I think everyone's spying not just on their potential opponents, but they're also spying on their friends to make sure they stay as friends.
Yeah, true. Absolutely. No, I just find it ironic.
Yeah.
I just find it ironic that the Yanks spy on openly. Well, I wouldn't say openly, but people know that they spy.
It had to be leaked.
Yeah, it's been leaked. Yeah, WikiLeaks. Hey, what's happening with old Julian Assange?
I think he's still in the UK.
No, there was something happening.
No, he's in UK. The interesting thing is, like, the dude managed to become a father of, I think, 2 kids while being in lockdown in the embassy.
Oh, lovely.
So he's shown us how to survive lockdown, really.
Yeah, well, 5 years. 5 years.
I mean, talking about that, did you hear the story about in Australia? They had brought some Australians back to Australia, from other countries on, like, what I suppose what you call these mercy missions to bring them back home. And while they were in quarantine in the hotel, the security guard was having sex with some of the people in quarantine, and he got bust. So now there's a big hoo-ha about this guy being a naughty boy with some of the quarantinees. I thought
what are you supposed to do?
I mean,
was he also quarantined?
Well, I suppose he would have to be now because, I mean, he's like now being exposed, Yeah.
In more than one way.
So anyway, going back to TikTok, did you know that TikTok is banned in India?
No, didn't know that.
Yeah, it's banned in India. Well, apparently the Indian government has banned, 50 Chinese apps. So, and TikTok being one of them. And that's in the last couple of months. So I have to tell you a funny story. So now this whole story about TikTok might be banned in America, and all these TikTokers are going onto TikTok and saying their goodbyes. And I mean, it must be a win for Facebook and Instagram, because everyone's saying, oh, it looks like TikTok's going to go. If it does, please follow me on Instagram. So sometimes you wonder if there's a bit of a conspiracy by Facebook spreading fake news that would then force everyone to advertise that people must follow them on Instagram. Anyway, so I think it was Thursday night. All of a sudden there was a glitch on TikTok where all your views and your likes went to 0, right? So all of a sudden there was pandemonium on TikTok, because now everyone thinks that, okay, this is TikTok shutting down in the US. And even my youngest daughter, she was having a cadenza because now she was worried that TikTok was going to go, and because now all of a sudden she's got no likes and she's got no views, and she was having a shitstorm there.
All that hard work for nothing. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's hard work, but yeah. No, I'm just amazed at how something like TikTok is like such an important thing in their lives. Like if it's closing down, they're having a moment. It's like the end of the world is coming.
I'm just looking up Assange, because he's actually in a British jail now, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot been happening while he's been in jail that I wasn't aware of. Because in March, his lawyers were asking for him to be released on the grounds that being in prison would have put him in a high risk of contracting COVID-19, which the judge just laughed off.
Okay.
But the 25th of June, the doctors for Assange, now 216 medical practitioners from 33 countries, published yet another letter reiterating their demand to end the torture and medical neglect of Julian Assange. And it's all about the speculation of his being tortured in prison like it's the Dark Ages. So it's just, he's a press magnet, this guy.
Yeah.
Even if he's not in the public eye, it's fascinating.
So wasn't the whole idea was that they were supposed to extradite him to Switzerland or something?
Sweden. The case is dropped.
Yeah, but she got done for contempt of court.
Was she?
As well. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So now they're holding him.
It's harsh.
And they're holding him in the UK jail for what now? For he's like leaking.
Extradition to the US.
Okay. So I wonder why that's
For
taking
releasing.
so long.
Because
it's been a year since
because it's
the
quarantine
extradition
or it's COVID.
hearing. Yeah, I'm sure it is COVID related.
No, I think it's a big hot potato for the British legal system, because if the precedent is set where they basically give journalists, it doesn't matter to the ally or not, to face trial in a foreign country for exercising, the press rules, the press liberties, it will set a precedent. So,
okay, here's the latest.
Okay, but then why did they arrest him then?
Because they had to. There was a directive from the top. Sorry, from the northern allies.
What do you mean, from America?
Yeah.
No, but then that's a contradiction, though. Because if they were doing that on behalf of them, then they would extradite him to their higher power.
They had to show the desire to comply with the request.
And what's the excuse now?
Well, it's all in the hands of the legal system,
Oh.
Yeah, I'm looking through the history here. He has, because they had a hearing back in February, and then that was postponed to do a video one, because it went into lockdown after that. The next session for his extradition hearing, the second part, was supposed to be done by video, but Assange was too ill to attend, and then they decided, well, we have to do this in a court. We're going to postpone it until September. But basically, he's always in ill health and unable to attend. But yes, on the 1st of June, again, pushed out. Assange was too ill to attend the hearing by video conference.
Oh, we're losing Leicester.
It's all right. Edge of the seat stuff.
MI6 just picked up Leicester. They're blocking.
Am I saying the word Assange too much?
Yeah, they're blocking. They're blocking his. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're blocking his feed.
But like UK is in a difficult position, because like if they extradite him to the US by forcing the issue through the legal system and setting a precedent, they'll be damned, because they'll be essentially crucified in the public eye and the eye of journalists. There's going to be thousands of articles about press freedom in United Kingdom. Yeah.
Set precedences, and you got to be careful.
And if they release him, then they're going to have a problem with their partners.
So they sound like they're between a rock and a hard place, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So why don't...
I've just noticed, and it's... Yeah, sorry.
No, you carry on. Go for it.
I was going to say, I just noticed that it's Saturday, 11th of July is World Population Day.
I saw that.
The big focus on COVID. And let's recount quickly. What is the impact?
Yeah, exactly.
So who exactly celebrates World Population Day? Does everyone just go, yay, that's me too?
Yeah, that's me too. No, you can't use that hashtag. You can't use that hashtag.
It's going to be a slightly different hashtag.
Yeah, it's been taken.
It's going to be a slightly different hashtag.
Yeah.
No, I think it's more. I think it's more interesting that it's the Mojito Day.
Yeah, that's something I can get behind. Or the Free Slurpee Day.
Yeah, although it's a bit cold here in South Africa to have a Slurpee.
It's also National 7-Eleven Day in the US. Again,
7-Eleven Day, yeah. So I think what they do is
the chain 7-Eleven.
Yeah. So I think what they do is they then offer free Slurpees on 7-Eleven Day.
Not free mojitos.
No.
Oh no, because it's not free mojito day. It's just mojito day.
A mojito slushy, a Slurpee. That would be pretty
Slurpee.
cool.
Yeah.
So I see that. I mean, do you know where mojitos originate from?
Mexico?
No.
I'm going to say Cuba.
Yeah, you're right. Cuba.
Who's right?
Cuba.
Cuba.
Cuba, yeah. And the winner is ding 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 of the pub quiz. Yo, where's my sound thing?
Yeah, where's the drum roll and the pomp and ceremony and the cheerleaders?
This one.
Oh no, I'll get lost.
That's the wrong one. Andrew.
And Leicester wins.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all those who supported me over the years. You know, I couldn't have done it without you. And a special shout out to my pet parrot, Polly. Thanks.
Polly.
Special moment.
Yeah. Did you name your parrot after Polly from Monty Python? Polly! He wouldn't move if you put 6,000 volts through him.
Did I tell you about when Monty Python regrouped to do that last series, the last shows? Their marketing team went to town. Did I tell you about the parrot that they stuck outside of Tower Bridge?
It. Oh, okay. That's epic. That's epic.
It's epic.
Right. I mean,
still had the nails.
So
what's going on? What else is going on?
I don't know, but you've frozen again. You look like a Slurpee. Oh, quick, take a screenshot.
Screenshot
time. Woo. Sherbet. Did you get it?
I think that's I got it. That's a classic one.
It's getting. I think we must collate these things. We must put that on the group. We must collate these things. It'll be the many faces of Leicester.
I think we should put together a composition.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny. Oh shit. So mojitos, man. Jeez, Leicester, you were frozen, dude. Oh, he's frozen again. No, he's not frozen
Leicester,
again.
you still there?
Leicester,
are you still with us? This whole joking about the MI6, they're most likely tapping into his feed as we speak.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing a denial of service attack.
Yeah, denial of service attack.
Well, you must take another screenshot, dude.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, go for it.
I can.
Oh, damn, he moved.
No, I got it just in time.
Oh, well done, dude. Well done. Oh, shit. Anyway, I wouldn't mind having a mojito today, I must admit. Yeah, thank you for that photo. Anyway, yeah, we digress. So, Lester, are you back with us?
Lester, you there?
I don't know what. Is he going to go outside?
Jokes aside.
He's going to go outside.
I think he's going to go out. I think he's going to go out.
Anyway, so during the week, it was Cow Appreciation Day, right?
Yeah.
So I was wondering what, I always wonder how do these international days come about? So
that's a good point. I think it requires somebody to actually lobby the cause.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the case of Cow Appreciation Day, so what happened there was it must be an advert or a campaign that was run by Chick-fil-A in America. Mm-hmm. And so what they did is they created a story about a cow that was encouraging people to skip their favorite burger joints and go to their local Chick-fil-A instead.
That's clever.
Yeah. So that's how that came about.
The whole marketing world is ruthless, like we were talking about, like, for example, say if TikTok falls in many countries, like those users from those countries will most likely move to other platforms. It's like if you bash, for example, say, meat products, those customers will likely go to a different product like chicken, So one's loss is another one's win.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, funny enough, the day before Cow Appreciation Day was Fried Chicken Day.
Oh.
So I wonder if that's a coincidence.
It's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
I just think the fish must be happy.
The fish is like, yeah.
But I mean, you know, if I'd been Chick-fil-A, I would have done them on the same day. That have Fried Chicken Day as well as Cow Appreciation Day on the same day. Wouldn't you think that would have been better?
I think it would have been better, but like, you know, hey.
I fall to the other one, right?
Yeah.
So ironically on the 7th of July, which was also Cow Appreciation Day, it was Tell the Truth Day as well.
I'm vegetarian.
Now, don't lie. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so...
Andrew, would you ever consider becoming vegetarian?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Even after a couple of mojitos?
No.
Okay.
No. Look, I mean, I don't mind having, you know, I don't have an issue with eating vegetarian food. In other words, having a meal that is, you know, essentially vegetarian. I mean, remember when we went to the Music Box? And the food there is 100% vegetarian.
Yeah.
I mean, just talking about it now, I'm getting hungry. It's flipping amazing food. So, I mean, I don't have an issue with it.
No one's had food today.
Sorry?
What's going on?
Wow.
None of you have had food today.
No, I know. I thought Oleg was going to order some food this morning.
I have a late morning start, so guys, give me a break.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Yeah, I didn't organize any food either. What did I have for breakfast? Well, I can't tell you.
Are you embarrassed? Or did you lick biltong again?
No. No. I made these like chocolate seed bars last weekend. So, you know,
that is amazing.
So, yeah, that's what I had for breakfast. Nothing.
That's ultra healthy, Andrew.
Yeah, it was ultra healthy.
Does chocolate count as a vegetable?
Well, it's
actually it's more fruit, isn't it?
I don't know. Milk. Well, this one is actually, funny enough, this one is actually vegan friendly. Talking about vegetarian and veganism. Did you know that Lindt chocolate is vegan friendly?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What did they put in there?
Well, it's clearly not milk.
Well, I just get, you go through the supermarkets and you see all the different types of milk, and then I look at the poor almond milk, and it comes in liters, right? I'm like, poor almond. How many almonds do you need to milk to actually make a liter?
Quite a lot.
It's quite a lot. I mean, I think there's probably some bad press behind this, and no one thinks about the almonds.
Yeah,
they're dying in their thousands.
Yeah, exactly, and they're getting milked. Whatever.
One at a time. One at a time.
Here all day.
Yeah. So Lindt has confirmed.
I may have to look into Lindt and find out what they actually put in this.
Okay. So here it is. So Lindt has confirmed that some of their chocolate products are vegan, or vegan friendly. All Lindt's dark chocolate are suited for vegans. So 70%, 85%, yeah. So the chocolate that I used for making those chocolate bars was the Lindt 70% cocoa bar. So it was vegan friendly. So apparently I'm going vegan today.
Well,
that's until I have my bride.
I'm going to call it a craze. I mean, I get the concepts behind veganism. It's fine. I don't. Each to their own. I don't have a problem with it. It's a good cause, good thought process, all those good things. But the problem is that in our supermarkets here, there was such a an increase in demand for vegan type foods, that all the supermarkets reacted to it.
Yes.
To the point where it's not just eating healthy. You would probably have eaten vegan foods before, and in reading, the ingredients are not uncommon in supermarkets, but there's now more variety. But it became a bit of a trend that I'm vegan 3 days a week. I mean, it's created a new genre of society who are part-time good cause owners, not committed to the cause completely, and then that's got to upset the vegans who are 100% committed. Oh yeah, I'm a vegan 3 days a week. Yeah, I feel good about myself. It's not how this works.
Well, I don't know. I mean, my philosophy in life with everything is everything in moderation, right? So it's not like you go and you only eat meat, or you only eat this, or you only eat that. Just have a balanced diet, I suppose. I mean, whatever a balanced diet actually is, who knows?
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, fine. Today I've had a vegan breakfast, but I wouldn't classify it as a vegan breakfast. I just had a chocolate seed bar, homemade chocolate seed bar. But I'm not going to go post on Instagram that I'm now vegan, Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So Leicester's freezing again, and
thank you.
Oleg, it's time to take another screenshot, buddy.
We lost Leicester.
Yeah. Sorry. If
I think partial commitment is like, I agree with you. It's like, I think everything is good in moderation, But think about it this way: we're partially committed to our work 5 days a week, and 2 days a week we're not committed.
That's not what De Beers wanted to hear. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, veganism. Good luck to everyone that's a vegan.
But would you be able to try that, like?
What?
On a committed basis. Would you be able to try that, or like, would you?
Well, you see, I have a theory that veganism is actually not healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I mean, I don't know enough about it, but some of the guys that I follow, let's say who listen to podcasts or whatever, that have tried veganism, have only lasted a month.
Wow, just a month.
Yeah, because their body doesn't react very well to it. And and listen, apologies to any vegans out there. Please, correct me if I'm wrong here. But a lot of vegans, a lot of the vegan diet includes a lot of fruit, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
Which is not really that healthy for you because it's very high in sugar. So, I mean, in terms of being creating a problem for yourself later in life when it comes to things like diabetes and that kind of thing. I don't know. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know what the answer is. Yeah. So that's why I say everything in moderation is much better than being gung ho on one particular thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I think Leicester's back. He managed to fight off his MI6 intruders on his home network.
I'm getting bandwidth shedding. Keep upsetting people. Touch key words and suddenly I get dropped.
Shit. Yeah, well, I was saying there, the MI6 is doing a denial of service on Leicester.
Yeah.
So some weeks back we were talking about Woolworths.
Oh yeah.
Woolworths in South Africa and Woolworths in Australia, and we were wondering if there was a connection, right?
Oh yeah.
So I did a bit of research, and as things stand, Woolworths in Australia and Woolworths in South Africa have no connection as a business
whatsoever.
whatsoever. Yeah. So
wow.
Woolworths does operate.
Well,
Woolworths South
Woolworths is a
Africa.
family name, so you just how on earth? There's got to be some link somewhere.
Yeah, no,
Or do
there
they just
is.
steal the
I'll
name?
get to
Sounds
it.
good.
Yeah, it's just
Sorry.
patience. So, as it stands, Woolworths in South Africa does operate in Australia, but use different brands. Country Road is one of their brands. I can't remember what the other one is. But going back and looking in their history, this is how it worked out. There was in I think it was 1924, I think it was, that Woolworths in Australia started. Okay, and it looks like that they were being supplied by stuff from the UK. And it turned out that the shipping company also helped finance these businesses at that time. That was one of the ways that so I would imagine that they would almost like pay for the stock to go from the UK to Australia or whatever. And there was a guy in South Africa who started a chain, and he was friends with the same guy in the UK that was supplying the guys in Australia. Okay. So then what he did is he then used the Woolworths name in South Africa because, so what, you see the problem was I had to restart my computer. So I lost it. I had it open here. Let me see if I can open it up quickly again.
So the chain in Oz is actually the original chain, what you're trying to say?
Well, there was actually one that started in America in 1897.
In the US?
In the US, but it's not linked to the one in Australia. But the guys in Australia did get the name from the one in America, but there was no actual official link.
Okay.
So when did the one in the UK start?
No, there wasn't one in the
Is there Woolies in UK?
Is there Woolies in the UK?
There was. It's no more now, but it's a chain store that had been around for ages. It wasn't a clothing shop.
Yeah.
It was a different logo, different kind of goods that they sold.
But isn't like UK equivalent of Woolies is Mark and Spencer's?
Yeah, M&S, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, is there a link? Is there an official link there, or are they just working on the same sort of model?
Well, M&S and Woolies, or or are you talking about the different country?
No,
Woolies?
I'm talking about Woolworths in South Africa and Marks and Spencer in the UK. Because
I don't know. It must be though, because it's very, when one started doing food, the other one started doing food.
It's the layout of the shops and like how they structure the stuff. In terms of the markets that they focus on, food markets that they focus on is also very similar. Like
their target audience is the same as well.
So
anyway,
if you walk into the M&S in UK, right? It's like you'd have a deja vu moment because you think you're walking into Woolies.
Yeah. So anyway, Woolworths in South Africa was founded by a guy called Max Sonnenberg, and they first started in 1931. But the choice of the name came from Sonnenberg's friendship with a London shipper and financier called Percy Lewis. And Lewis was a director of the Australasian chain stores and London shipping and finance house that had been formed to service a rapidly expanding Australian business founded by some guy, W.T. Christmas. So the London shippers commonly provided finance and offered selected goods, and they were then dispatched to their clients. And then basically what happened was, so Lewis proposed to Sonnenberg that they would then add to the order sheet of the Australian business, right, and then send the scaled down quantities of every item that was succeeding in Australia and sent it to South Africa.
Wow, that's
and then
pretty
Sonnenberg therefore also adopted the name for the name for his new venture, which was Woolworths. And 2 years later, so anyway, that was it. Yeah, so that's how it came about. So the name came from the same place, but the companies have got no real relation except for they were supplied by the same person originally. So that's quite interesting. I'm trying to see if there's anything here where they say anything about Marks and Spencer.
Because Woolworths started out in the UK in 1909. Part of the American company that was established in 1879.
That's the one that I was talking about, the Woolworths company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so
it actually started selling children's clothing and other things. I think the clothing disappeared over time in the UK because it was stationery, toys, other stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's quite interesting that that's quite a common name for chains around the world because, yeah. Oh, well. Just thought that was interesting.
No, that's pretty cool.
Right. So what is everyone up to this weekend? What's up for entertainment?
I'm going to stay warm.
You're going to stay warm?
I have nothing different to any other weekend planned. There's no bride planned this weekend.
I've got a bride
and it
planned.
actually looks like we haven't bride in 2 weeks, but the weather's turning, so we might have a sneaky one in there.
Yeah, but you've got to drive 45 minutes to go buy meat, don't you?
That's boerewors, which I can do without for a sneaky bride.
So what would you have on your sneaky bride?
And just settle with traditional English pork sausages.
Can you get some lamb chops?
Yeah. I have a good butcher in my local town.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Every time the sun comes out, he does have a variety of things that are more suitable for the barbecue.
For the barbecue.
Ooh.
And in winter, he would have things that are suitable for, roasts and things that you do indoors. Yes, I had to call it a barbecue because he doesn't do boerewors. If he did boerewors, then it would be fine. Then we could call it a braai.
Yeah. So I'm having.
Since we're talking about food, I'm gonna try to give a stab at making a piece of salmon that I bought. So give it a shot.
What, salmon? What did you say? Salmon. Okay.
Salmon, yeah.
Cool. I heard something else.
No, it's cool. I like that. Fish doesn't get done on the barbecue enough, or a braai.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that hard to do.
No.
But it's the trick is how do you not do it too little or too much?
Foil.
Foil and apricot jam. No, that's snook. Snook, you do apricot jam, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you going to cook your salmon? Foil. Lemon,
foil. I'm gonna base it with some olive oil. I'll prepare like a base with olive oil, garlic, just a little bit of garlic, just a little bit of chopped up veg. Base it with that mix, and then wrap it in the foil, and basically cook it in the foil for a little bit, maybe about 10 minutes. Then put it on the open fire for another 5-10 minutes, and then it should be done. Because it's a steak. It's literally just a steak.
On the gas braai, or are you going to do it on the proper?
Yeah. I'm lazy. I'm lazy like that. I'm going to do it on the gas braai.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Nice.
What are you doing? Anything different other than picking up your daughter from her exam?
Yeah, I've got to pick her up at just after 12. Yes, I'm having a braai.
Really? To keep warm? Nice.
No.
In the lounge area?
No.
With the anthracite?
No. Having a proper braai. On the Weber. Going to do some boerewors, some chicken, and some
nice.
And
don't be scared of you're a tough African-born male. You can do this.
Yes. And I would.
Can you send pictures on the group?
Yeah, I will. And I'm going to have a visitor from Cape Town.
You serious?
Yes.
Wow. That is awesome.
He happens to ride a Harley.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Please send him my best regards.
I will. I saw him
Well,
last
are you
night.
guys gonna be working on the motorbike by any chance?
No. Not today. No, we're going to be
Okay.
socializing today. Going to
Okay,
stand
cool.
around the braai,
That is awesome.
kick some tires, talk some shit. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's just a pity the weather's not the greatest for braaiing. But Oleg, I think you're going to have to take another screenshot there.
I think that's classic.
Shit. Anyway, yeah, so that's the plan for today.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
We can literally do a montage, you know.
Yeah, I
that.
know. I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna put some music and some funny shit against it. I think we need another 2 weeks of photographs and that I've got enough content. But I'm just wondering, can Lester actually hear us?
I don't think he can hear us.
'Cause he's just thinking for a moment.
I can hear you now.
I can hear you
Okay.
now.
Can I change my score from a 7.5/8 to like 3?
Because
No,
of
no.
So seeing that the world is always listening to us, whether it's MI5 or Facebook or Instagram or Google.
Stop using those names. I'm going to get cut off again.
No. I want to send out a message to Microsoft.
Yeah.
Okay, so Microsoft, if you're listening, your Skype is shit, right? So please do something about it. Or at least release the next changes of Teams, which was supposed to come out at the end of June, which they haven't released yet. Anyway, that's my little bugbear.
So can I comment on that? So besides the fact that you expect them to listen to you, right? You also expect them to give you constructive feedback.
Well, I don't know about constructive feedback. The only feedback I want is that notification that comes through that says your team updates are available. So they were supposed to release Microsoft Teams for for personal use, right?
Yep.
Which they still haven't done yet. And they were supposed to do that at the end of the month.
Yep. At the end of June.
Yeah, the end of June.
Okay.
And I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
For the
There's no news about that, huh?
Well, I don't know. I'm just going to check here. I'm just going to try and log into my 0365 account and let's just see if they have done anything about it yet. Because they said if you had an 0365 account, that okay, wait, look here for friends and family. Yes. I love this. Check this out. So now I'm logging into. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm logging into Teams, right? And it tells me, okay, so I'm logging in using my 0365 account. So then it says, okay, do you want it for school? Do you want it for personal, for friends and family, or do you want it for work? Okay, so I say friends and family. And what does it say? Open Skype. Oh, fuck. To use Teams, now listen to this. To use Teams with friends and family, get the latest mobile app from the App Store or from Google. Skype audio and video calls are a great option if you would like to connect via the web browser or desktop app. Okay, so Microsoft Teams for personal use is not out yet. Microsoft Teams for personal. Let's see. Let's see what it says here. Ding, 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 ding. You are able to switch within the and use the personal version alongside. It says it's supposed to be available. Let's see here. The mobile versions of Teams on iOS and Android will be updated to allow people to log into the apps with a personal. So you can only use it on your mobile.
That's weird.
That's stupid.
That's weird.
Okay, let's see if I can do that on my mobile. Seeing that I've got Teams on my mobile. Okay, so
considering I've dropped on and off.
No, it's
still
fine.
on our podcast.
Yeah, we're still.
Yeah, we're still doing Weekend Craic, even though we've
got sidetracked into the technology.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm
Well, I'm going to have to stand outside in my garden and hope for 2 bars on my cell phone to connect to 3G to stream this because the broadband's not working.
Okay, I'm logging.
Lester, is somebody hogging broadband connection in your house? Somebody streaming some Netflix?
No one's using the broadband. There's no one here.
Not even for Pornhub.
Lester's neighbor is smiling right now.
Yeah.
No. Lester logs into his neighbor's Wi-Fi when he wants to go to Pornhub.
Yeah, he might be recording and live streaming it across my broadband.
What, you're having a watch party there?
A watch party?
Do you know what a watch party is?
No, I don't.
So like on Facebook, you can, like if on Facebook, I can create a watch party. So I could be watching a video or a live stream of something, and I can then share it with my friends. Yeah. So Netflix has also started this thing where let's say you and your friends under lockdown want to watch a movie together, but you'll both be at your respective homes. You can have a Netflix watch party.
You serious?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Need to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were popular at the start. Zoom did it as well, didn't they? But because of bandwidth issues, everyone just just gave up on it in the end.
Okay, so I've tried to log into Teams on my mobile with my my personal O365 account. Is not working.
It's not working.
Yeah. Anyway, I will try and work it out, and next weekend I'll give an update.
Okay, cool.
Right.
You do that. You're our technology advisor.
Yeah.
In all things great about Microsoft.
Yeah, I think you've got more of an inside check on Microsoft than I have. But anyway, it's fine.
I can't say anything on the topic.
Exactly. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Don't make me get cut off again.
Yeah.
Keep touching the hot buttons.
Yeah. Anyway, guys.
Someone in Seattle sitting there with a finger hovering over the mouse key. And any second, they're just going to go...
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Cut the man off. Yeah. Send in the choppers. The SWAT team.
Oh, I like that phrase. I like it. Send in the choppers. It's very Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper.
So talking about choppers, I came across, and here we're talking about TikTok again. I came across an account on TikTok where the guy is a crop sprayer in the US, but he uses a helicopter as the crop sprayer. I mean, that is like super cool.
But I think with the crop spraying, you just need to get low and get most of the stuff that you're spraying. I'm gonna take another screenshot quick because I think this is classic.
See Lester's gone all.
So you need to get low, fly low, and then basically spray low. I think like helicopter is a pretty good platform. The only problem with the chopper, right, is that your payload is quite small, so you might have to, go back and pick up more pesticide, go back, refuel.
Well, first of all, my comment is, first of all, it's quite an expensive way of doing crop spraying in comparison to a fixed wing. Okay, that's first of all. Secondly, I would imagine the payload would be pretty much similar between a fixed wing aircraft and and a helicopter. Because this one's got a modified, it's got a reservoir tank underneath the fuselage of the helicopter.
Okay.
But what I found quite interesting is that when he's filling up with, I suppose with pesticide again, he actually lands on the back of the truck.
Wow, that's impressive.
I'll send you the link, and maybe in
Must
next
be
week's
a
episode.
good pilot, because like all you need to do is just to get one thing wrong and you toast.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'll get a video and I'll play it on next week's show. I think what's Lester up to?
Is Lester still there?
Yeah, I don't know. We're looking at his beautiful roses again, the beautiful sky. Take another screenshot. It's a fucking amazing shot.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool view.
You must just forward me all your screenshots that you take, yeah?
It's on the group, dude.
Oh, is it? Okay. Awesome. So, I'm gonna have to call it. I've got stuff to do.
Okay.
I've got to go get my bra ready.
Nice. Cool stuff. I'm also gonna call it. Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna
start.
let's end the show off with some music for a change.
Oh, that's cool.
And say that it was Weekend Craic, and for everyone that didn't join us, thanks for joining us. It was another successful show on the Weekend Craic, and we'll be back next week with some more boring content.
Exactly.
Useless facts about Woolworths and TikTok
Drivel.
and Microsoft.
Drivel.
And the talking roses are back.
I turned my video off to help the bandwidth.
Ah, I see. But you left us with a beautiful photograph of your roses and the blue sky and
it's England.
Wistful
The
clouds
English roses, yeah.
in the sky. Anyway, guys, thanks for a great weekend. I'm going to end the stream right now.